Today is Tuesday, April 8th. No, what is today? 7th, I think, 2026. We are in Waterville Valley. As you can see, it's snowing pretty good. It's about 10:15 in the morning, and we're just gonna go up Cascade Path, which leaves out of the end here. This is the Snows Mountain parking area, and it's also near, what is this called? Waterville Academy, I think. We've done this before, but not when we were tracking our stuff, so we figured we'd come out and we're gonna go up Cascade Path and do, which we've done, is like a loop with little waterfalls. That we've done, but we're also gonna do some side stuff and try to clean up some of the trails in this area for our trace. And so should be, it depends on how far we want to go. I think it'll be like 6.5 miles. Depends on if we want to do more or less. It's snowing more than we expected it to. That's all right. No, we're gonna bring spikes and no snowshoes today, because everything was down to bare ground here yesterday, hopefully. And we're not gonna do anything up at elevation. Okay, so the first thing we're doing after starting on Cascade is take a left and head toward Boulder Path. So we are gonna do an out and back on this. It's a little bit wet right now. And it should be 0.7 miles each way. It'll take us out to Livermore Road, I think. I know, it's gonna take us to Livermore Road. We have been coming down this way on this wide open thing, which is the, what did they say it was? Snows Mountain Cross Country Trail. It's going to continue on that way, but there's a sign here for the Boulder and Livermore Road. It's not attached, but it is facing the right way. So we're going to go that way. At the end of this path, before Livermore Road, there's a crossing that we might not be able to do. So if that's the case, we're going to do an out and back anyway. We'll just leave it and come back from the other side sometime when we're out doing the tri-pyramids, because I don't need to do any sketchy crossings today. We're also going to do the side of, Norway Rapids, and we've never done that crossing either, so I'm assuming that we'll just be doing the Waterville Valley side of things today. This has got a little bit of snow on it. I don't have on my spikes yet. I think I might add them though. It's got some remaining snow and some posty holes, kind of. All right. This is the boulder on Boulder Path, and this is the water crossing, which we're not going to do today. And if you go over there, it's only 70 yards to get to Livermore Road. So we'll just come down. I kind of wonder if that's Livermore Road right here. I think it might be.
Looks like it.
It looks like it, yeah. So we'll come down and get that some other time. It looks like it's about knee deep or more right in there. No place to cross. They do have it well signed. And when you go up, you walk along the water for about 1/10 of a mile, and then you turn right, and that's also well signed. So you won't get lost out here as long as you make the turn off of that wide cross-country ski trail. You're good. Still snowing nicely. It's pretty. We put on our spikes coming down there. It's a nice firm developing monorail. If you step off of it, you'll post hole, but you can see it's about 1 foot thick. All right, we're gonna head back up the way we came and continue on Cascade Path. We're now at an intersection. You are here. So we've been coming up Cascade Path on the left side, and then let me point. Take off my glove.
There is a trail on Gaia for that.
Oh, okay. We're going to take, this is Norway Rapids, so we're going to go out there. I'm assuming we're not going to cross. We've done it from the other side anyway. And then we're gonna come back and go out here and do the loop, and then loop again, come out and go down Upper Snows Mountain here, which is not in the White Mountain Guide. Come down here, get this little chunk. We've definitely done Elephant Rock and Bean Bender before, so I don't think we've ever done this chunk though. And then we'll walk down here out to where we parked, and we'll leave Snows Mountain Loop. That goes up to a view. It's got some climb on it also, and it's snowing, so there won't be any view. So we'll leave that for another day. But this is a very helpful map. They might have one near the parking areas also. I feel like I've seen this map over near the Livermore Road parking area, but I've never paid attention to it. There you have it. Just right back there is where I shot that last video. You walk up the road, and then you have to cross the bridge here. There's a sign for Norway Rapids right there, which doesn't make it very obvious, like that you need to cross the bridge. It does become obvious when you look here and you're like, oh yeah. And then there's a yellow sign for Cascade Path, so we'll be back for that. Okay, and it's 0.4 miles to the rapids. Very pretty today. Nobody else out. I guess that's not unexpected. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful sunny day, so I guess a lot of people are probably saving all their hiking for tomorrow, or maybe people, or they're doing other, like if you're doing 4Ks, you could do hail or something. But okay, there's another yellow sign. What does that mean? Does it say to turn?
Yeah.
Things have been
Norway Rapids.
well marked at intersections, not particularly well marked on the trails. Everything has been yellow blazed, but like this blaze is quite worn.
Yeah, so we gotta go.
I mean, that one's actually, oh, there's an arrow. Pretty well blazed, but once you're on the trail, not necessarily well blazed. Got to cross here. I might go there. Okay. And we're bare booting now. Everything is botting. It's very annoying. We are now at Norway Rapids crossing. So there is a sign right there. And we've come in from Livermore Road before, but it's really not very well marked. And we've never come all the way up to this sign right here. So we still have maybe 1/10 of a mile or 1/2 of a 1/10 of a mile to do on the other side. We usually just come out and just kind of hit right to the brook, and then it's very picturesque, but it's not as picturesque as this. This is bigger and more impressive. So there's like a little flume area right here. We're not going to do the crossing today, although it looks like it would be pretty well doable in lower water. And then coming around, got that, and it continues up around the corner as well. I don't know if it's visible from here, but yeah. This is lovely. This was a good idea today, I think. Okay, so Norway Rapids. Almost done with it, but not quite. We are at the bottom of the loop now on Cascade, and the crossing is looking not wonderful. And we've actually done this loop already, so we're gonna walk up one side of it, which we're on right now, the west side. It's gonna go up, goes up behind that. And we're just gonna come back down around and then go back up, just so it shows up on our GPS tracking, but we've already done the loop. So then we'll head out on Snows Mountain. I think it's a ski trail, ski/hiking trail. But wow, that's pretty, huh? Spring is a good time for waterfalls. We're a little further up now, and there was just a spot that was like a no-fall zone that definitely had a huge waterfall or like a flume, but we couldn't, there's no way we could even like look over at it. The trail was completely iced, and it was a little scary, but this is right above it, so that comes down, and sorry, it goes into like a tighter spot here, and then right here it's just like a 40-foot drop. Maybe it's less. Maybe we'll be able to see it from the other side. It goes kind of into like a canyon, so I don't know. I don't remember. We haven't done this since 2019, and it was not flowing quite as well then. But you can see right here, John's like right at the edge. You don't want to go for a swim there, that's for sure. Okay, and there's one other person out ahead of us who went by while we were down at that other waterfall. So, it's a quiet day. Still lightly snowing, but not nearly as much. And you can see the blazing. Leaves a lot to be desired. I'm not sure what happened here, why they tried to take it off. I don't know. You won't get lost though. So this is like another 100 feet along. And there is like a good place to go down. However, we're not wearing spikes right now, so not worth it. But yeah, it's beautiful. And you can see smaller cascades further up. Lovely. Okay, so we just came up this side of this water, and we crossed this bridge, and now we're gonna head down the other side of Cascade Path. And we have stopped and put on micro spikes because there was so much ice under the other side. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot here. The snow is very body, so we'll see if it hinders us or helps. I don't know. And the guy who was ahead of us didn't come down this way. He continued on out towards Livermore Road. So it's just us now. We're now on the east side of Boulder Path. We went, or Cascade Loop, sorry. And we went all the way down to where the trail crosses the river and turned around. Now we're working our way up. And this is a set of falls that you could not see from the west side. And there you have it. I think there's actually more to see on the east side of this loop. There were a couple below here that were not quite as impressive. We're trying to be a little judicial on where we stop, but this one was quite nice. This is just the next little drop of that, and then it sort of looks like Norway Rapids right here, like it goes right into that neat stones along the edge, and then there's a big cascade right there, which was the top of the two-parter that we just saw. This has a big open area with rocks, easy to access. All right, let's see what's around the corner. We're back up at the top now. This is the very last one of these on the loop. There are more cascades below that I didn't shoot. They were not as impressive, but this is quite nice. And I don't know if you can see it, there's a rope swing right here. And on that map, that Waterville Valley map that had the ski trails on it that I shot near before we got on Norway Rapids, it had a place marked for swimming up here. So this must be the swimming, although I don't know if I'd want to go in off a rope swing. I'm too old for that. But that means this is a pretty deep hole right here. It looks like it's about 6 to 8 feet. It doesn't look crazy deep, but I could be wrong. All right. So we're gonna go back up to the bridge, and then we're gonna, I think, take a right, and go out to Snows Mountain Trail. All right, and then we'll start heading down. All right, I just have to shoot this to show how heavy the snow is right now. What the heck? On the plus side, everything's really pretty. All the trees have nice coating. I didn't find that I was botting up as much, so maybe the temperature is a little less now. Because when we were having a lot of botting heading out towards Norway Rapids, that was almost rain at that point. It had almost stopped, but it was like, it was not snow. So maybe it's cooled down. Love it. And this is the area above that rope swing area. Okay. So we just came up Upper Snows Mountain Trail, and now we have a sign, 2 Greeley Ledges, which is where we're gonna go. This is the top of the chairlift, and then there's a bunch of different trails over here for skiing. And the map. There you have it. So there are some trails that are hiking only, and we were just on Upper Snows Mountain, which is both hiking and skiing. And now we're gonna head over right under where it says "You Are Here" is actually the trail. It's a hiking trail only, and then we're gonna come down. I guess we're gonna come down Snows Mountain Loop. I don't know. That wasn't my intention. That's what we're gonna do though. Okay, just finished up. I think it was called Greeley Ledges. It wasn't really much of a ledge. I mean, I saw one rocky thing that maybe was a ledge. I don't know. And now we're on the bottom part of Snows Mountain Trail, which is a hiking trail only. And we're just going to take this back down into Waterville Valley and walk over to where we parked our car. I'm at like 5 1/3 miles roughly right now. So I think it should be another mile or so. And we just took our spikes off because the botting was crazy. Doesn't seem to be any ice down here underneath the snow anyway. But yeah, this was we had a hard time deciding what to do today. I think that a waterfall hike was a good idea on an overcast day. And it snowed a little bit more than I thought it might, but that's okay. Made everything pretty. Didn't see anyone else all day.